Hi, my name's Jonathan Hicks. We're at the Dice Cup, and I'm joined by
Rob from the New
Andy. And we just finished playing Thunder Alley, which is a racing game, and it's like a lot of racing games, really. You're trying to get your cars around the track as fast as you can. In this one, though, you're a team, so you actually pick 3 cars. So you can see I've got my 3 yellow cars here, and when it's your turn, you have a hand of cards. You pick one of your 3 cards, you play one of your cards, and then you do what it says. So the card has a certain amount of movement points, and you just kind of move it along the track, 1, 2, 3, however many spaces you want to. But the interesting thing is, depending on what kind of card you play, it can pull the cars behind it, like this one, or this card will push all the cars in front of it when it moves, and this one pulls and pushes, so you can have it draft, and you have a whole row of cars will all move together. So you're trying to take advantage of other people's movement. If I managed to get my car in here when Rob was moving his cars, then we would all move together and I would benefit and get a free movement like that. There are some special abilities that appear on the card, and each time you move, you see this one has a blue symbol here, you take damage. So whatever kind of damage that is, you put these little chits on here. Some damage is temporary, some of it's permanent, but when you have a certain number of chits, so I think if you have 3 or more, then each of those chits reduces your speed by 1. So if you've got 3 chits here, then your speed, rather than being the 7 it says here, would go down to 4. So it really slows you down if you take damage. You have to drop into the pit stop to heal the damage, but then you go back 5 spaces, and it's hard to get out, and it's quite slow. So you're just racing around playing the cards, seeing who gets there first. All right, Rob, what do you think?
It's really good. It's best racing game I've ever played. Love the drafting, very tactical, very fun, brilliant.
Okay, thanks. Andy?
Likewise, movement is what sold this game. When I read the rule book, it was like, yeah, I need to own. It's reminds me of Panamax, sort of getting other people to do your legwork for you, and also very strategic in when you sort of zip a car forward with solo movement, or sort of leave other people behind. I think it's possibly one of the best racing games I've ever played.
Okay, rating out of 10?
I would give this game probably about an 8.5.
Okay.
I would sort of always be always be up for playing this. Yeah.
All right, great. Rob?
Solid 8.
Oh, okay. I'm not quite as enamoured as these guys are. It suffers from the problem I think many race games suffer from, which is that it can be just a bit random. So depending on what other people do, you feel like you try your best to try and get yourself in a position. There is strategy. I'm not saying there's no strategy. There's definitely how you fit in with other people's movement. It can take a bit of time to get the hang of that. But sometimes, just because of the event cards that come up, which I didn't really mention, but random events take place during the race, it can either really screw you over or really help you in sort of random ways. So if you're happy for a bit of randomness thrown in there, it is a fun racing game, and certainly as good as pretty much most of the other racing games that I've played. So I'd certainly recommend it. I'd be sitting on a 6.5 maybe. Alright, thanks for watching. That was Thunder Alley.